stream. Ooh, welcome back to Final Fantasy 14. Some life, that's good. Good. No, pardon me. So we are currently in the Sea of Clouds. Meet neighbours. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 quests, and then we'll start having a currents. Hooray! Plus any side things. Last time we actually started doing the main story quest, and we did what we needed to do in the Western Corpus Highlands for the time being. Now we're here in the Sea of Clouds, doing stuff here. We look a lot more yellowy and greeny, like a banana that's slowly getting to the point where it's like, you know what, I'll happily eat it. But hey, that's enough about bananas. Time to talk about painting. No. You know what? Probably be easier for me to ever mention people's junk than it is to ever mention anything the UK government likes to do, considering decent offence. That just makes you just think, really? We're really going to go that road? But, yeah, it's fucking stupid. And yet, I'd still rather this over a Tory government, so, you know. Or better yet, reform. Like, goddamn, like, no, please. Anyone who ever, if you end up with a barrage of reform comments on a thing, it's usually bots. Because you'd think they'd be doing better for themselves. Otherwise. Ah, crap, my Chocobo's not in defender form. This is mandatory. Shouldn't be too bad. Just can my Chocobo actually do its job? I'm gonna need to push your greens a bunch, methinks. So our current task is to look around, see if we see any Farnus, and if we do, just drive them back a little bit if needed. Otherwise, don't get too overzealous. I needed to do things in this area, so. Maybe it's because it's a change of pace from the pacing of one before, but I've gone into playing the game again, which is great. I don't like if this cat didn't keep hitting me, but you know, things are roundabouts. That destination might have a thing, might not, so I'm gonna kill these things. My god, I'm killing random mobs. I would never have to do this while I still white mage. Hooray! It means I can have fun! Let me Chocobo do all the killing for me. Woo! Ugh. Tell you what I love? I love when any VTuber ever makes a post that is just simple, that can just be as simple as, I'm going to take a break for a little bit. Can then be turned into a doom posting of, it's all over, they're leaving and everyone around them's gonna get to it. It's like, calm the fuck down. You'd find no funny language. We don't need a mighty struggle on every Destination Please game, please. We don't need to have to shoot Fanu continuously. Because, I mean, I'll take, you know what, I know I've been complaining about certain things lately. I'd rather take a little bit of drama because someone decides to go on hiatus for like a little bit. For all we know, it's going to go for a bit. Who knows? I've been saying that I'd rather take listening to AEW fans. It's like, you know what, I want to take that back a little bit. Grass is always greener on the other side. Or is it they ain't always greener on the other side? I don't know the ordering of the words. So, ugh. I'm baffled by the amount of just how often people will complain. I saw a post complaining about like, oh, mangas don't end properly anymore. And it's like, which mangas ended conclusively at a point where everyone's like, yeah, no, this makes sense, and all that. Because most manga goes on for as long as the editors or Jump or whoever keeps going on about wanting them to make more. But you can make a conclusive ending, but then it's like, actually, could we have some more, please? It's really popular. We don't have anything to replace it with. Don't stop. Because I mean, at the end of the day, fucking hell, even things like Dragon Ball, it had an end of Z. Anyway, here's GT. So, you know, clear that there will always be the demand for the at least for the popular stuff. There will always be that demand. That just means that it's never gonna happen. But yes, I know. I do understand the things like the endings of Chainsaw Man and some of the other stuff apparently going on with some of the more popular ones. I'll be honest, I haven't read some of those, especially Jujutsu Kaisen. I stopped reading Jujutsu Kaisen. It just became a drag in my eyes. I'd rather spend my time actually being enthralled. I'll fucking take an isekai. nah, that's just being mean. I would rather not. Maybe that's the thing that actually got me to actually read it, is that at least it's not an isekai. I'm fine with fantasy worlds. I'm fine with like, oh yeah, that's this thing that means that people can have like bullshit broken stuff. I'm fine with that, because you always have to have your bullshit broken person, whether they're the main character or not. The main character does get a little boring if that's all they're capable of, is just being bullshit broken. Which is why you need to have something more going on than just, oh hey, we've made a broken character. It's not interesting then. If that just goes on for 20 billion chapters. But like, I understand where people come from with Chainsaw Man. There were definitely some definitive shortcomings for quite a bit of the latter parts. But at the same time, I think Chainsaw Man as a whole kind of stopped being in a peak after a while. I just handed this over. I'm just yapping about manga. He said, "What? How absurd to think I would make such a request for selfish gains. The future of Camp Cloudtop is not to be taken lightly." That's not to say I'm not hungry, mind you. I guess I cannot depend on him to help make change after all. I'll have to think of something else. Maybe sauteed mushrooms or mushroom soup. What? I mean, think of meals for the men. Yes, of course. Well, he's got another quest of dragons in the mist. Apparently this gets us earrings. Oh, but I already have bear earrings. Curse my purchases of previous stuff at convenient timings. Rah! If I cannot improve morale for food, then I will have to take more drastic measures. Yes, some heroic feat to aid the men and enliven their spirits. As they say, it is the idle man who is the miserable man, and for a man of Ishgard, what could be more heroic than slaying a dragon? They say Camp Cloudtop is devoid of dragons, making it perfect for men of our lowly standing. But surely at least one dragon has found its way to this region. No, cannot even approach this yet, so I must not see you take up the search until I am able. First, I suggest speaking with the men around camp for the lead. When you track one down, fall back to me. I shall gather the men and head out to slay the Val Beast. Well, if we're pointing back to the man, then I'll hand in the main quest in a minute. Well, I'm not sure I want to do this quest, to be honest. Why, yes, you brave, foolish idiot. I will happily tell you where a dragon might be. Then again, it is Heavenwards. The thumbnail will be apt until the point where we're actually like, you know what, dragons aren't so bad. You know who's really the evil one? The Pope. As stated in the modern day by... Oh, crap, that means we'd be agreeing with Trump. Ugh. And anyone who doesn't like Christianity. There could be more nuance to that, but no. Not really. And actually... Forden's, the church is an orthodoxy, which means, oh boy, I get to insult the Russians again. Hooray! I joke, I don't regularly insult Russians. It's just the only time I ever read about Russians in the news is usually because they're poisoning a bench or because of something that their leaders choose to do in some other country, and it's just like, that's the thing. Sometimes is the only news you'll hear of certain countries will always be the negatives. Like, yeah, of course we're gonna hear the negatives in some cases because that seems to be the only way they end up in the news, because all they do is negative things. Like North Korea, you're never going to hear anything positive about North Korea outside of the stuff that obviously North Korea want you to hear about. So people will spread the word of all the negatives because, well, clearly there must be negatives around there somewhere. Kind of logic. Ugh. When working to repair the protector, I can't help but feel that something is watching us. Whatever it is, I wonder why they would concern themselves with a broken airship. Well, a concern to be sure, but if there's proof of something, can't really help you on that one there. Or anything to... Oh, wait, hold on. I forgot. As a British person, I must inform everyone that if you say anything negative about Israel, you are automatically hater of all Jews everywhere. And therefore you are anti-Semitic and deserve to die in a fire. You're looking for dragons? Ha! They wouldn't be assigned us here if they suspected such danger. We have the Farnu to contend with from time to time, but even we can handle the likes of them. But now that I think about it, we've been finding what looks like the scraps of something feeding on the local wildlife. Surely it was not the work of a dragon, right? Who knows? No, seriously, I know I'm saying, like, I'd rather labour over all the white wing pies, but, like, at the same time, I'm just thinking, man, do we have to insinuate that everything that is said in a positive way about Palestine equals you hate Jewish people? That is what Starmer straight up has said. And it's like, okay, well, fuck those innocent people. Not the terrorists. The terrorists deserve rightful punishments. Maybe, ideally, less death and more actual court dates and actually getting tried for their crimes, but you know, you take what happens depending on situations at hand. Sometimes when you're trying to capture a terrorist, they happen to have a gun and they're shooting at you, and therefore you shoot back and then they're dead or you're dead, and that just becomes a big can of worms. But the innocent people, do they deserve to die? I say no, because innocent people shouldn't be dying randomly due to one country bombing the shit out of another. But that's enough about Palestine, let's talk about Lebanon. Yeah, that's the issue, really. It's like, even if you agree with what Putin has done for Russia, he's still bombed the shit out of Ukraine. And if you care about innocent people getting murdered aimlessly, then... And that's the case with various parts of the world, and it just sucks. Dragons? Here in their camp, clouds up. I'm afraid you may be wasting your time. What business would dragons have here? Yeah, so, okay, so clearly there isn't. Or maybe there is. Well, maybe there is. You know what? I think there is. Or maybe I'm lying. Maybe I'm secretly possessed by the spirit of Hulk Hogan, and I'm about to be the most racist person ever. No. I'm not. But, well, except to... You know. You know what race I'm talking about? Yeah, that's right, that one. They know what they did. They deserve it. That's right, I was referring to white people. That's right, I hate myself, and everyone who happens to look like me. Well, self-deprecating humour aside, if after it, you're just as bad as me. I'm just gonna keep yapping about the same thing. I still think that... I do think that attributing everyone who goes to a march automatically racist, anti-Semitic, whatever you want to refer to it as, there's definitely going to be that issue, in my opinion, where yes, there are maniacs who are truly just that shit in the head, fucked up in the head rather, and are massively anti-Semitic. But to attribute it to every single person who ends up within walking distance of a march, a protest, or whatever you want to refer to it as, you can't be serious about it. imagine if a protest was going on your street, and it's like anyone who even saw even a nanosecond of this protest, automatically you are worse than Hitler. You'd be thinking, what the fuck? I happen to live where they did their protest. What am I meant to do about that? You know, it becomes more of a kind of thing. Oh, obviously anyone who actually breaks laws and actually decides to be anti-Semitic should rightfully get punished, but for being anti-Semitic, but it's not as simple as just, oh, because to say that negative opinions of Israel means anti-Semitism is to basically say that being negative of Israel is automatically being negative to all Jewish people, which is just wrong. That's wrong. You can say, I think Netanyahu is a bit of a prick. That's just an opinion. I think very lowly of most world leaders, because they're all fucked up in different ways. That doesn't make me racist. That just makes me a pessimistic defeatist, just being like, well, the world's fucked. It's so stupid. Anyway, we found this Fanu scout. Still no change. The field is calm, like, ah, crap. Well, now we have to fight the fucker. So we definitely maybe should have been a bit more careful with our approach. But yeah, you know, at least we actually didn't just get immediately attacked the moment we went into the area. But now that I've lost all potential viewers, it's like those old Total Non-Stop Action pay-per-views from like 2006, 2007-ish, where the internet's like, oh no, this is real good, and then Meltzer would say, oh no, it's bad actually, and then they'll be like, yeah, you're right, this is bad, because they're mindless sheep who have been spending money on a fucking newsletter by one old guy in California for way too fucking long. Oh, what was my point again? Oh yeah, the idea, the potential of millions of people, like potentially every single person on YouTube could accidentally all at the same time click on the stream. That will never fucking happen unless some kind of massive bug occurred. Or I finally managed to figure out how to mass mind control people. Hasn't worked yet. Maybe if you are here, maybe that means it has. Nah, I'm joking. Or am I? No, but the point is, quite clearly, is that it's the hypothetical. I can be like, oh yeah, potentially millions of people all watching as I bitch and moan about the UK government. How goes the search? Any word of dragons in Cloudtop? No, I had to shoot a Fanu though. No dragons, any Fanu? Well, I expected as much to be sure, but I'm no less disappointed for it. What could they be watching? There's no hero of interest save for the Protector, and even that is still in sore need of repairs. Did they perceive it to be a threat? Anyway, there was little glory won from a scuffle with Fanu, but mark my words, I will find a way to rekindle the fire in our men's heart. I'm going to say this, Square. Does Fanu mean bird because they're like bird-like beings? Because then Fanu means bird. You lazy pieces of shit. If it's not, then you're not lazy pieces of shit, but you still might want to be a bit more careful. Anyway, back to the main story now we dealt with that stuff. Finished your patrol. Anything to report? Yes, just there were some Fanu, shot them in the head. Yeah, as you do. Maybe it was too much hope for a day without skirmish. At least I can take solace in the fact that Halone has blessed us with a mighty ally. Indeed, they have, and now for a bit of gear that actually will get worn, and we hit level 52. That means we've got a new Mechanist quest to do. Yippee! I will do that once we're back in Ishgard. So, you know, since, you know, we're currently doing things. Wait, so it's a piece. An undisciplined unit is a unit wait for destruction. Accepting your recent clashes with the Fanu, it cannot have escaped your notice that things here are rather peaceful, to the detriment of our garrison's discipline. Despite being built as an observation post, we've yet to record a single intrusion of the Horde. That is why, as far as everyone is concerned, Cloudtop is a backwater of no significance. But to be fair, you're looking for the Horde. I've seen no orcs here going sug sug. You're kind of in the wrong fucking place. And the wrong video game. And of course, the pride of our camp, the vaunted protector, is in a perpetual state of needing repair, so even were the Holy See to come under Javarian attack, we'd be unable to fly to their aid. Simply put, Master, this is when ambition comes to die. If you have aspirations for advancement, you'll be right at home. However, I would like to think that enthusiasm can be just as contagious as apathy. If you indulge me, I would have you seek the sentries and stoke their fighting spirit. Psych them up, you might say. Alright, let's see. Do I have that emote currently on my thing at all? I do not. Okay, let's go put that on there to make it easier for ourselves. Emote. Psych. There it is. We'll add to the hotbar. We'll put that there. Why not? And then we'll just hop on our mount and get it going. On our chocobo. Yippee! Oh, fast one's actually... Oh, down there. Right, before I foolishly be the foolish fool, foolishly acting the fool and all that stuff. Man, how can I say that well enough? I still need to actually play an Ace Attorney game. I haven't played a single Ace Attorney game, but that's where I took the quote from, apparently. I still don't know how I managed to do that. Oh wait, no, I know exactly how I managed to do that. I have a relative that loves Ace Attorney. I psyched myself up. Oops. Yeah! Woo! Yeah! What? What is this? Is it the Horde? By the Fury, whatever possessed you to do that? I'm awake. Worry not. After the shock you just gave me, I doubt I'll sleep for a fortnight. That's sleep deprivation. That's bad. Don't do that. Ooh, we actually have another quest down here. A Rose Knight Cook. Don't you cook me. Leading Rose Knights and their cooks. Made to order is the quest name. Hello there, laddie. No doubt you have important work to attend to, but we all have a part to play. As a matter of fact, I should be heading out these mills, but these old bones don't move like they used to. But as I said, we all have a part to play. I can't very well keep the good men and women Camp Cloud Top waiting. I don't suppose you'd be willing to make a few deliveries in my stead, would you? The packages are clearly labelled, can't offer much, but I will compensate you for your trouble. Yay! Right, so we need to pick up the mill. And now we deliver them. Laniat is one of them. Lani 80... Oh, fucking... Chris, what do I owe the pleasure of your presence this fine morning? Why, it's a packed meal. Delivery from the cook. I was almost certain there would be none today. Yeah, my thanks. Give her my best regards. You're welcome. Right, let's look around, see if we can see them. If they're up here, then I'll have to mosey around a little bit. If they're down here as well as the other thing, then I'll have to deal with that in its own way. Yep. That makes sense. There we are as well. Master Fur, can I help you with something? Yes, you have food now. Oh, a meal from the cook. Why did you not come myself? Well, no matter. My thanks to you both. And the third one, is it Gildon? So that just makes things a little bit more simple. Or disappointment, because I'll be taking off the amount of food. Hey, is. Gildon, I have this food for you. Oh, a meal from the cook. That she makes such fine cuisine from seemingly deplorable rations is nothing short of a miracle. Thank you, sir. My compliments to the chef. You're welcome. Wait, I'm not the chef. I give thanks in lieu of the chef. Anyway, let's head down here, carry on our quest, because Emmeline's kind of been sitting under this plant. But then again, that's probably for the best, actually. We'll psych him up. Why not? Yeah! Let's go! Let's do this! It's an attack! What should we do? What should we do? No, sorry. Sorry, my fine chap, I should not have done that. Oh, you had me fooled there for a moment, old boy. An amusing jest, albeit a tad cruel. Sure, you must realise how unsuited I am to the autonomy of mere sentry duty, yet still you tempt me with the promise of excitement. No, this won't do. This won't do at all. Lady Laniette will give me a grand mission as befits my station. Ah, crap. Why did we do this? I'm sorry, Hoyt. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done that. Oops. Well, there's another sentry over there, but we'll hand in made to order first. Bravo me, my genius knows no bounds. Oh boy. Well, I expect to get work demanded for that one. Oh, then again, I'm the warrior of light. No one will reprimand me. I am immune to being punished. Please ignore that we were about to be severely punished at the end of World War I. I take it by your empty hands, their meals have been delivered. Excellent. Short though the trip may be, a few forms feel like moms at my age. Pardon me. It's worth it to see their smiling faces though. I know they say I should take things easy, but age is no excuse for letting up on my duties. I won't deny I've had second thoughts about staying, what with the thinner air here and there at Sea of Clouds and all. But have you tried their cooking? No one should have to suffer such unsavoury fare, and it won't so long as I'm here. Alright, good. Good on this cook. We'll take some steak, why not? I don't really eat the food that we've gotten, but you know, it's nice to have more things we can sell. Anywho, there's a centre just up here. Yeah, well, that's why he's fucking cash. I found you, parson. You are to be psyched. Get psyched up. Be happy. Be proud to be standing here on this bit of ground. Ye gods! Where did that come from? Fine, if you insist, I'll make an effort to be more alert. But really, I fail to see the point. We're hundreds of miles away from the front lines. It's just the way I like it. Thank you very much. Alright, so some people are cowards, as per usual. I'm not surprised in the slightest. Let us be off. Back to Mario. Oh, if this was NIS, just Mari. Because L is just not part of the naming. And then when it's not there, then you pronounce it as such. I will keep hating on NIS for all of time and space. Fuck NIS. Fuck NIS. I'd off say fuck NIS America. Many thanks, Master Fur. Already I can see a change in our sentry's behaviour. Beg your pardon, Lord Emmeline said, what? Well, I have no doubt that Lady Lynette will do her utmost to oblige him. Yeah, that's the issue. I bet you would rather if she didn't. Once quest completes up there, Hope Springs Eternal is our next quest, and we'll get us some shoes. If Lord Emmelaine is going to demand a more dangerous duty, then I expect Lady Lynette will want you to accompany him. You might as well speak with her sooner rather than later. There's no use avoiding the inevitable. Yep, there's no point doing anything else other than being like, I might have fucked this up, I may have psyched him up, I'm sorry. But then again, she seems to like me, so maybe she'll actually be like, oh no, it's fine, Warrior Light, so, you know. Wait, hang on a second. I'm assuming it's because Ellison, but like, damn it! Why am I forever cursed with being shorter than woman? I say that like as if I'm like 3 foot something. I'm not, I am 5 foot. 5.5, 6.5-ish, that's what 6, around that sort of height. So you know. It means I'm still shorter than quite a few women I know. It's fine, it means that they can carry me. Maybe that's something I do want. Anyway, my ponderance of women aside, Master Fur, Lord Emmeline has just informed me that mere sentry duty is beneath him. And Zam, we have to thank you for this epiphany. I'm sorry. Well, there's nothing for it but to give him something more demanding then. Can I count on you to keep him safe? Oh, I guess I could shoot someone in the head for him, I guess. Excellent! We are in constant need of fresh water in Camp Cloudtop. As there are no underground sources, we can tap with wells. However, there is a unique variety of crystal we have recently discovered which may enable us to obtain water through other means. Crystals. These spring crystals can be found in 4 Xi'an C1, to the east of here. I would have you and Emmeline bring one back to us. You may have to contend with the feral beasts which populate the lakes, not to mention far new scouts ranging from their nearby settlement. Of course, that all pales into keeping the young lord entertained, but you have doubtless grown accustomed to that by now. Good luck and be safe. Alright. Emmeline, you good man. Lady Lynette told you to tell me about my mission once again? If I didn't know any better, I swear she's avoiding me. Anyway, what is it? Oh, it's a vital mission, on the success of which the very survival of Camp Cloudtop rests. The procurement of portable water. Or alternatively, we could just say, go and fetch a spring crystal from the flowing lakes to the east, with me. You're not making this sound terribly appealing. Still, I shall be glad to have you along. Come along then. It's fine. I'm the Warrior Light. Nothing bad could possibly happen to the man. We get there and everything's gone war. Nah. At least I hope not. It's been so long since I've done Heavenwards, I actually generally forget if anything bad happens here. No, I don't think anything really bad happens to the Vortemps. They just kind of exist, and we just have their help the entire way through because the Vortemps are amazing people. I don't feel sadness in my heart. Not like I'm about to die from a stroke. No, I did that last week. But, you know, just the... Well, anyways, let's go and help Emmeline out. I am so glad I'm not seeing, like, snow destroying my bitweight. Although my bitweight's probably always shite enough as it is anyway. Hooray. So this is the 4 Sion Siwan of Legend, and nary a funner in sight. How disappointing. I could do with some sport. I know, why don't you and I make it a competition? Whoever finds the superior specimen wins. Honohoit will judge our entries on size, purity, and, say, aesthetic sensibilities. Let's begin at once. It doesn't need to be a competition. Okay, well apparently I'm fighting a Pycer right now. This is unfair. There's Edison that are short, but like they could easily just end up suddenly being 20 times taller. It's just like fucking bullshit. It's height advantages are bullshit. What do you have to say about all this? I wish you would have at least stayed within sight. Oh, god damn it. Well, we'll deal with any potential issues that will occur. I will cover that once we're done with our own searching. Oh god, this is a large area. I have to scrounge around through for a while. Well, if we have to see anything, we'll see something. I don't see anything. This looks crystally, but it's not natural to go with. Anything more this side of the affair? Could be that it is on a higher layer, so I'm just wasting my time down here. Yeah, it's not going to be on a higher level. Pull that up then. Pushing the broom, eh? Wait, I'm going to get put on cleanup duty. Let's go to a new location. Aha! The spring crystals that we are looking for. Apparently some of these were interactable, some of these aren't for some reason. But we'll figure out whether or not we succeed at our job. More crystals appear to accept the properties described by Lady Lionette. Perhaps usually inspect another. Damn it. Okay, so we just go look around various crystals. Ooh, crystals. Whoa, whoa, whoa. It doesn't appear to exhibit stuff. Okay, but so we're just gonna go looking around for that then, eh? Until the game goes, yeah, sure, this looks good enough. Such a noble task we have today. Which is essentially go for, damn it, we have to babysit. Okay, that's not what we're looking for then. Oh, there's quite a bit of area actually over this way. Well, better go looking then. There's one over there. And one over here. Oh, I'm new to this one, so I'll check this one first. I don't know if there's a specific one, but well. Damn it. Right, we definitely saw one around, yeah, over here. I didn't see one over there, but so it's worth keeping my eyes peeled. Come on, game, give me the white one. No! Wait. Now I gotta look around more. Yay. Seriously, is it just like... and check this one. I will look up which one it is if we look at all the ones I can find and nothing. Although this one's taking a little longer to interact with, so maybe we found the correct one. I hope we found the correct one. I would rather not be There's one. Appears to be secreting a steady stream of water. Perhaps it's the spring crystal she's seeking. Ah, perfect. Right. Good. Now we can head back to Heavenwards. I'm aggroing a bunch of enemies, but we are faster than them and they can't stun me off my mount. Ah! My legs! Somehow my legs are broken from a chocobo landing harshly on the ground. There is a black mage, I think. Alright! Ah, Master Fur! Have you bought your entry for the contest? Why, yes, I certainly did. My understanding of such things is limited, but can this tree be used to draw moisture from air like water from a pump? Fascinating. Yes. Well, let's get our shoes and, once again talk to this. A series of unfortunate events. Oh hey, it's Ultrabond. Heavenwards is more than a little concerned for Lord Emeline's well-being. Well, darn it. This would happen at some point. Lord Emmeline has been gone an awfully long time. Did you perchance see him while you were searching for the crystal? Even he must realise the dangers of wandering too far in such a place. I hope I'm lying about nothing, but I must ask that you assist me in looking for him, Master Var, which will find him more quickly if split up. Pray search the southeastern area of 4 Sion Suran as quickly as you are able and wander through with me in the north. Farewell and good luck. Yes, hopefully things have not gone badly, but seeing as the quest is called a series of unfortunate events, we can all make assumptions as to what has happened. So you put them at distance through the area. Fundu, okay, Bindu. Okay, Voodoo Fana. Okay, Vendu Mock. A lot of Fundus. Such colourful languages being used. Aha! Our destination. About time we made it here. I can't see shit all. Survey the surrounding area for time, but see no sign of Emmeline. Ah, darn. Well, time to rendezvous then. Now we're in our Meditech armor. Woo! Stomp, stomp, stompy, stomp, 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 stomp. We are stomping a whole bunch. Maybe then we'll become Sabina. Nah. For starters, all Bond Suites are female, so I can't be one. Oh, we made it to our destination. This is, I'm seeing more nothing. But that's because we get cutscened into this, so... Master 4! Lord Emmeline! Lord Emmeline has been taken by the Vanu! Ah, crap. They had my lord surrounded. I'll gain them, please! You must come quickly! Okay. I said, coming quickly would help, but yeah, sure. I do it to myself. I do, me and no one else. Splosh, splish, splash, splosh, please, splash, sploosh, splosh. Splashy, splosh, 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 splish. There we go. Back on the dry land. Hooray! Alright, be careful with the fate nearby. And it's single player duty time. So no Chocobo to help keep me healed. Yay! Or keep the aggro off me, rather. Yay! Square hurt me. Oh. It's become night time, which means this canonically has to happen at night. The Fani must have taken him to that village. They had to present to their chieftain. I will make haste to the Rose House and tell Lady Diana what has happened. Yet, by the time I retaliate, it may already be too late. Forgive me for asking, Master Fur, but should you spy an opportunity to sneak past the sentries and rescue Lord Emmeline in my absence, I beg you to take it. I know he can be a trifle presumptuous and insensitive and, well, insufferable, but he doesn't deserve this. True enough. Just because he's a prick doesn't mean that I have to be like, oh, you Ellison, oh, you Guardians, our mission, rescue the guy. Well, I guess I'll try. I shoot them. You know, barging down that door probably doesn't help rescue efforts, because now they all know. We're under attack! Will certainly occur, and I am then going to get surrounded, probably. But then again, I've got a gun, that might help matters. Whereas a sword, maybe they've become resistant to sword, and I will be and I'm impervious to feathers, so... I know what I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of impervious to bloody chain. Fucking... Shane Douglas... We'll use some gimmick. Oh boy. Well, he's somewhere in here. Where exactly, I don't know. We'll just have to shoot our way through, I guess. Nothing as silent and deadly as a gun that goes very loudly, BANG! But you know. We save our resources if I feel like they're necessary, because these mobs are dying very easily. We need to look for him, but it's a case of just seeing if we can find where exactly that is without having to kill literally the entire fucking place. I don't see over there. Oh, he might be over here. Let's see if we can fade out and fight too many things. By the Fury! You're not gonna eat me, are you? That's not what you do to prisoners, is it? Chris, I'm over here! Oh, where? I can't see you. Neverlings, come to free, prisoner! Spread blood like thunder, and cast them into Cloud Sea. Ah, there we go. I see him now. You know what? I doubt they were gonna actually, like, eat him or anything. Like, depending on certain things. Like, if these are similar to, like, the beast tribes in Eorzea as a whole, then, maybe they have a primal they can want to summon. You never know. Right, I better start freeing the guy while I'm not getting attacked. Don't worry, Emmeline. I'll rescue you. Whew! That was thoroughly unpleasant. Neverlings slink away like gullible gaily cats. Warriors of Gundu, let none escape! Ah, shit. Well, now we have to fight. Oh crap, he's just gonna stand in their attacks? Oh. Oi. How go me you get? Ah, crap. Help has arrived, Chris. Ah, Horchevant, my hero. Horchevant, is that you? Thank heavens! Get us out of here! Keep Emmeline safe, Chris. We will hold them off. Alright, good. Okay, I'll do that. Come along, Emmeline. It's good that our backup is in the form of Horchevant. Good to see him again, as per usual. Just making sure no one's actually attacking us from behind this time, because that kind of sucked. Do you not have any way of healing yourself, dude? Like, please. I don't just like seeing that half a bar. I also don't like seeing the enemy choosing to attack the fucker. I only have... Oh, I definitely do have stuns. That's bad. I inflicted heavy. I pressed the wrong button. It doesn't matter. Someone here has a healing spell, but they start fucking up again. Off we go! All night. Just doing that. Good. Although I am a bit more like an attack. Yeah. Again, I'm not pressing the stun button. I pressed all. I don't remember what all actions are. Right, come on now, let's get out of here. This way, quickly! Yeah. This way. This way. Come. I don't like seeing that single fucking game. Oh, we did it! Hooray! We got into the exit. Phew! That could have been worse. And we're still getting surrounded anyway. Damn it!
Reinforcements. Anger of Honu, chief of mighty Vundo, royals like blackest storm clouds. Offer netherlings to the white. Cloud sea swells and he comes.
Oh no. What comes? And what about this white? Ah, that white. You know what? I feel like we're horribly unequipped for this. Now suddenly...
The white, mighty Bismarck, Lord of the Mists!
We are all going to die to Bismarck.
A
Well, it was fun and all.
By the fury, it's a primal.
You guys got some spare things to help me like shoot at it? Because it's kind of doing the whole flying the fuck away thing.
We must away.
We are not ready to fight that thing. That's for sure. Ah, cripe. Surrounded by an edge. Ah, great. Where's an airship when you need one? Wait! In the sky! It's an airship when we need it! Thank fuck for Sid!
Aye, Chief.
All aboard!
Sid, who's had a bit of a change of clothing since last time, but then again he's in the more colder regions of Ishgard now, so fair enough. Horchevant conveniently just doesn't until like it starts to fly, because you know, someone has to be like that. But regardless, we did it! We survived! Hooray! So, how much do I owe Sid now? You probably don't actually. Ah, god damn it, Bismarck, I forgot about it. Fucking Wales. Phew, I almost did glass. That would have been bad. Would have been quite bad indeed, but we survived. Sid, I love you. Where's Sid, come here, you big Actually, get a bit. I should get closer. There we go. Now it looks like I'm patting his sides. But Sid, we haven't seen him since he helped us get the fuck out of Faraland. The gods only know what might have happened had we not been around to save you. No need for thanks though. It's not as though you hadn't done the same for us on a few previous occasions. Yeah, only a couple. Alright, more than a few. It's nice to see a friend. Just but a blind chance that brought us together this time. In case you were wondering, the Holy See has petitioned the Ironworks for assistance with this creation of theirs, the Protector. Apparently they just can't seem to get her flying. Anyway, I came to Camp Cloud Top to cast an eye over the ship, only to learn that you had arrived some few days before with an Ishgardian lordling in tow. Small world, I thought. Just as said lordling's manservant skidded into view, babbling about his master having been captured and you risking all to rescue him. And the rest, as they say, is history. Yeah, thanks for the recap. Right, well, I hate to cut short our reunion, but I am here on business after all. Yeah, fair enough. I'm off to the manufacturing myself after this. And the boys are already hard at work. Don't worry, old friend, we'll speak again soon. I promise. So the Ironworks are a separate thing, but I'm off to stick to manufacturing, which it's similar in a way, because it's still engineers and all that. Anyways, Emmeline is who we talk to next for a reward long in coming. Very well, I admit it. It was an incredibly harrowing experience. I'd fair would have died. You know, me! Dead! That'd be bad. On the other hand, by risking life and limb in the line of duty, I did succeed in uncovering the existence of a new primal, and that, old boy, is no small feat. I have made a historic discovery. In fact, even Lady Lynette will have no choice but to acknowledge. Yes, I am rather looking forward to basking in the sunshine of her praise. Speaking of which, isn't it time we made our triumphant return? Oh, I suppose. Hey, Horsefront, what do you say at this point? Even after everything he's been through, he manages to remain so optimistic. Yeah, indeed he does. How nice. Anyway, let's head back over there. I doubt there'll be any more quests at this point. I doubt we're heading back into Bendu anytime soon. And all that. And I'm gonna have to head back here anyway to see about maybe trying to get any Aether Currents, depending on which quests actually unlock. Ugh, I hate that in a way, but anyway, it makes sense, because I don't want people to be able to just fly immediately, damn it, and all that. So we'll talk more about that when we've actually done said quest that gets us that, but for now, Lord, long coming. I feel like all my statements earlier, I need to make abundantly clear. I don't care about any religion. Like, it's all just people who have faith in things. And that's fine. You know, at the end of the day, like, yeah, do whatever you believe in. Like, when it comes to faith, if it ends up being a stupid faith, then that's on you, really, for believing in such tripe. Praise alone, I'd feared the worst. What happened out there? Here's the long and short of it, a long amount of talking later. A primal? Are you sure? Yet, now that I think on it, this Bismarck is reminiscent of the white whale of Farnu legend, a massive creature said to swim in the sea of clouds. From what I have learned of comparable summonings, probably thanks to our own reporting, the presence of Farnu's god would suddenly explain the sudden change in their behaviour toward the people of Camp Cloudtop. Ah! You mean to say that they have fallen under the Primal's influence? Could we of such things in the documents provided by Master Alphino? Aren't we forgetting something important, Lady Lynette? A little recognition for the hero of the hour, a few choice expressions of gratitude, respect, admiration, and so on and so forth. Why yes, you're right, of course. Master Third deserves all that and more for having risked his life to rescue such a esteemed personage. Well, if there is naught else to discuss, I would depart for Ishgard forthwith. The Holy See and the Temple Knights must be informed of this new threat without delay. But of course, Master Fer, you have done more than enough here. Pray return to Ishgard or Lord Horsevon and give my warmest regards to the Count. So that's it then? No more forays into enemy territory? Very well, I can see my services are no longer needed. Take care, Lady Lynette. May our next meeting take place under more Felicious circumstances. There is no any trouble with that kid. Ah well. All's well that ends well, eh? To the airship landing then. We can speak on the journey home. Indeed we shall. And by that I mean talk to him in Ishgard. So, I'll just do good old teleportation. And there's a samurai. Looking elegant as always. How do you think that the level 50 samurai gear looks quite good? Wow. Let us Aethernet over to the ice origin. Oh, Chiefont. I confess I've always been rather fond of airship travel. The chill of the wind upon your face, the warmth of the blood pumping in your veins from the excitement. I find the whole experience indescribably invigorating. Or mayhap it is simply the joy of having cheated death yet again. Ha! In any event, I must make for the congregation and inform Sir Einrich of all that has occurred. Oh, can I come with you? Emmeline should have returned to the manor by now. Why not go and see if he has recovered from it as well? Darn! Ah well. Off goes Horshawan. Why do I get up to when we're not on screen with him? Oh well. Whatever it is, it's probably something super boring. Then the most fun thing occurs off screen. Oh, joking aside, off we go. Is that another samurai? Why are there so many samurais? Don't they understand that gun beats sword 99.9% of the time? In the real world, at least. In anime worlds, yeah, that's so, because sword is badass. Oh, it's you, Chris. Gods, did he have to strike me so hard? Father, he did not approve of how I handled matters in Camp Cloudtop, how I endangered the lives of others through my own recklessness and incompetence. It's not easy playing the hero, is it? I do not envy having to work under this man. Well, that's enough of that. So we don't mess around with material, so me. Fucking Star Random mind again. The steward here has our next quest, which gives us the Black Chocobo Vessel and the Ava Campus. Finally, we'll be able to actually have the chance to unlock flying potentially in areas that we'll maybe be going to. Hooray! Master Fur, my Lord the Count much desires to speak with you regarding your time with Lord Toriel and Lord Emmeline, if you would remain here for a moment. Okay. We'll just stand here for a moment. Yeah, your lordship.
The hero returns. I cannot thank you enough for saving young Emanalane's life. Aye, he told me everything.
Yeah.
I've also received letters from both House Samael and Durandare praising your conduct, and that of House Forton. You've won us much honor, my friend.
You're welcome.
My lord.
In comes the steward.
What is it? Speak.
Pray forgive the intrusion, my lord, but I bring grave tidings.
Oh boy, what has occurred?
Master Alphino and Mistress Tataru have been detained on suspicion of fomenting heresy.
Now how does that occur?
What? Explain.
They were observed entering a tavern in the lower levels on some half-dozen occasions. There, it is claimed, they made a number of inquiries.
I've been in that tavern a couple of times.
Which brought them into contact with certain elements. 'Twas this which prompted a Knight of the Heavens Ward to demand that they be questioned. Sir Grinno, my lord.
Sir Grinno is a brute. Exceedingly accomplished brute, but a brute nonetheless.
Well, brutes can
Alas,
be
he is also a son of House
wiser
Samael.
upon their years. Oh boy, House Dazimo's gonna whoop our asses.
How quickly we forget the petty nature of men. I'd wager your friends are no more than pawns in another of my countrymen's games.
Oh, most likely, I would not be surprised.
Such is the way of things between the high houses.
So, okay, so we probably have to deal with this first. I thought I didn't first. Though you have won the hearts and minds of many of my countrymen, there are those who will never be swayed, men who will dismiss your efforts and resent your successes, even as we celebrate them. 'Tis like that one such member of House Desmos manipulating Sir Gwynox, for he is not a man to dabble in politics of his own volition. He may generally believe your friends to be guilty, though I'm quite certain his masters know better. The truth will avail us naught if we cannot prove their innocence. You'll do well to speak with Sir Imric at the congregation of our Knights Most Heavenly. Yeah, Imric. He will know more of these charges. Yeah, that's a good point. Imric! Imric, I need your help! I kinda need Alphino and Tataru to be alive, damn it! Damn heresy claims like we weren't involved in dealing with like a good amount of dealing with said heretics and killing them and even letting Lightheart escape a couple of times. Well, that's on me, obviously, if I let her escape, but still. Horseron's still here. Perfect! Oh, hey, Lucia's here. That makes sense. Help! Alphino's gonna get murdered. It's been too long, Chris. But that this visit came under happy circumstances. You are come to plead for Master Alphino and Mistress Tataru, I take it. Don't kill them. Word of entertainment reached us while I was delivering my report on the Fani Primal. Truly, I know not which is more ludicrous, these charges or that flying feathered whale. Well, I saw it with my own eyes, so obviously it's whale. Damn it. That Sir Gwynox's accusations are baseless, I have no doubt. Refuting them will be difficult, however, as he is a knight of the Heaven's Ward. I speak of the personal guard of the Archbishop, the 12 finest knights in all of Ishgard, sworn to serve his eminence alone. Suffice it to say, their testimony is unimpeachable, and I have not the authority to challenge their actions. Ah, crap. After all the science have done, routing the heretics and defeating Shiva, having us to defend the steps of faith and drive back the Dravarian hordes, after proving themselves true allies on countless occasions, is there naught we can do? I fear there is but one path left to us. We must demand a trial by combat. But of course! Tataru's not really that good of a fighter, just going to point that one out. In a trial by combat, sanctioned by the Inquisition, the victor's claim is judged true regardless of the petitioner's standing. Under Ishgardian law, a trial by combat pits the accuser against the accused. In this instance, Master Alphino and Mistress Tataru would be expected to face Sir Gwynox in the second of his choosing. Another knight of the Heaven's Ward, most like. Yeah, it's not exactly a fair fight there. Two of them? By the Fury, that can hardly be considered fair. Master Alphino's magical talents will not have gone unnoticed, meaning he will have no choice but to participate. Mistress Tataru, on the other hand, is quite obviously bereft of martial skill, and should be afforded the right to name a champion to fight in her stead. Lest you doubt, I am ready and willing to serve in this capacity, as I am sure is Lord Horshivant. But all here present know that you are the most accomplished warrior among us, and mayhap in the realm at large. Somehow I achieved that while being a white mage, and now a machinist, but still, then it is settled. I'll visit Master Alphino at once and inform him of our intentions, Chris. Meet me at the tribunal when you've made ready. Until then, my friend, I think I'll go do the level 52 quest, double check that there's a skill I'm currently missing out on. I'm missing out on Auto Crossbow, which is an airy variant of Heat Blast. I'm probably never going to really use as much unless I'm dealing with ads, or it's a fight where there's multiple mobs at the same time. Which means I don't know where I'd put it, because I mean Heat Blast is there for a good reason. Right, okay, over to the Machinist building, the manufactory. This guy's still manufacturing. Pushing the broom. Ah, there you are, Chris. 'Twould seem that tis not only Joy, but her father who has vanished from the sea. Fathered the sea. Oh boy. So the Stux is out asking questions, but there are a few answers to be had. Rather than sit on our hands whilst we wait for a revelation, however, I'd rather begin preparations for our engagement alongside House Desimel. The Desimels have been struggling to restore the township of Falcon's Nest, an enterprise that has been interrupted time and again by marauding Dravarians. The signs, a steady trickle of scouting reports suggest that the dragons are massing for a significant assault on the settlement. Its fortifications are not yet complete, and it will be the aim of the Allied operation to defend these half-finished structures from the ravages of the Horde. I expect House Hallionat shall be positioned on the front lines of this conflict. should we fight well, the dragons will be routed. Should we fight poorly, our reputation will suffer. From Lord Tango Grinch's perspective, either result is a victory. For the future of Mackinstry, however, we cannot afford to fail. First, have I focused my energy towards designing an attachment that will improve our chances of success. Now the problem, which I was hoping you might help me solve, is the acquisition of suitable components. The swiftest way to create new technology is by repurposing the old. To that end, I would have you infiltrate Castrum Sentry. Oh, goody! And salvage a goodly number of War Machina parts. The Garlands there may take a dim through of your efforts to liberate their supplies. Castrum Sentry? Sure, I'll just head into Mordona and immediately get bombarded by crystal waves. You know what? Maybe I'll do divine intervention first, seeing as we're here in Ishgard right now, and it saves us the hassle. I don't think a crossbow will be all that useful of a skill for the fight that we're about to do. So I'll go do that first. Then we'll head over to Mordona. We can see if any crystal waves are daring to still hang around there. That's Dark Knight. I need to remember that that's always Dark Knight. Don't touch that with a 10-foot pole. I joke, Dark Knight is a good class. I just don't want to tank. Listen carefully, Chris. When the trial begins, the petitioner will be asked to restate his charges and the accused invited to respond. And in accordance with the law, they will be asked to restate their request for a trial by combat. Once the high adjudicator acknowledges Mrs. Tartaru's right to name a champion, that is when you must make your entrance. Oh, I cannot wait to see the look on Sir Grenades' face when he sees his true opponent. It will be priceless. More seriously, should you begin to lose heart, look to me in the stands, and I shall cheer so loud. You'll wonder how you could have contrived to doubt yourself. Now, are you ready? I think I'm ready. We'd be level synced to 52 if we were over-leveled. So, we would have access to a crossbow, actually. Yeah. How does this even occur? Other than just someone deciding, I want to pick a bone with these people.
We are gathered here today under the watchful gaze of the Fury to ascertain the guilt of 2 souls in a trial by combat. Petitioners, step forward. Sir Grino, for the benefit of all here present, I would ask you to repeat the charges which you have leveled against this man and this woman.
I, Sir Grino de Zemile, brother of the Heavens Ward, did bear witness to these 2 foreigners consorting with heretics.
Proof? Other than your word?
Let the accused step forward.
See, at least they allow them to step forward, so it's not just like, I've had enough, guilty.
Alfino Leveilleur, Tataru, you have heard the charges leveled against you. Will you take up arms to refute Sir Grino's claim, and thereby prove your innocence in the eyes of gods and men?
I, Alfino Leveilleur, am innocent of this charge, and claim my right to trial by combat.
Fair enough.
I, Tataru, am innocent of this charge. But I am no warrior and cannot fight. So, I claim the right to name a champion.
Actually, Tataru, there's been reports that some carbuncle's been terrorizing people in Nimsa Dominza. You might want to rethink that one.
The young and the weak, this right we allow. Very well. Who will stand for this woman?
I will. Your Honor, I'll stand for her.
Just as I was beginning to doubt the efficacy of the Ishgardian justice system. Come, my friend. Let us put an end to this mummer's farce.
No, that's loud, yeah, sure. Very well then. At the end of the day, you either take out a potential enemy, or you basically can't just levy charges immediately again because, like,
O Halone, render unto us your judgment. Raise up the righteous, and cast down the wicked.
And I can't make a reference to Final Fantasy XII because we actually have our weapons on us. And I don't have Dark to just one-shot things with. Two-shot, but still, regardless. Nah, Dark's broken in 12. What were they thinking, making that be accessible? So the arcade specifically. Like, what were they thinking? Anyway. Bloody mistake. Come on, then, you wanted this, remember?
I have my pride.
He has his pride. It'd be a shame if someone hit him and he loses it. I'm trying to get to the chain. For fuck's sake. Ha! A fine champion you are. Yeah, I do my job. Now this is when Alvino should then get out of the attacks. But why am I to stay, you know? You've been indulged enough, heathen swine. Oh, calm down.
I've got you now. Down with you!
Okay, so that's just a big area. This is actually quite a simple fight. We just beat this guy up while Alvino deals with grenades. Spam blast and win. Yeah. We did it. Victory. You won against the Temple Knights. You therefore are now extra guilty. That would be just like we won. Yippee! Yahoo! Yay! The Fury has spoken. Alvino, Leveria, Taru, you are hereby acquitted of all charges. Blessed are we who received her wisdom and see justice wrought by her divine hand. Petitioners, accused, go forth in peace. Delivered from an untimely demise yet again. My thanks as always. So anyway, Alvino, there's a primal. Damn it! How's it here though? Hey! But there's a primal. Oh. We did it, Horsevant. I saved the day. By the Fury! What a splendid victory! To see how you strove in the face of the adversary. Two brave young souls bound together by the puissant bonds of camaraderie. Why, it stirred me to the very depths of my soul. Good. No, pardon. Having been treated to such a rousing spectacle, it seems only right that I present you with a humble token of my admiration. Pray receive of me this chocobo whistle. Oh, cool. A whistle. You know what I've got that is the best way for me to be able to represent a whistle? A recorder. I'm going to annoy people now. I don't know how to play it properly. This is like when we old. This is an old recorder, by the way. I've had it for a while, like primary school while. Who did I end up getting convinced by to get this when I was like 5, maybe 7, maybe 8? With it you may summon a black chocobo, fully trained and ready to fly. Look at it, it's a black one that can fly. Although all chocobos can fly in this game due to the way that mounts work. So a little bit of a on that one there, really. Magnificent, is she not? Strong yet sleek, elegant yet eager. What say you, Chris? Will you take her for your steed? Right, sure, I'll happily do so. Do we get a name this one? Yeah, probably not. It's a knight! Lord Horsevant, chocobos are prohibited in the supreme sacred tribunal of Hellenic Inquisitory doctrine. Your steed must remain outside. Horsevant breaking the rules, are we? Ugh, cheeky bugger. Just like I'm probably breaking several noise complaint related rules just by going. So you know. We also get the aphid compass. Hooray! Yeah, I'm doing it wrong. Whatever, well, I'll put this back because I'm just going to be annoying with it if I don't. Collection expanded. Aphid compass acquired. Da, 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 da. You have attained a black chocobo. Well, when using this mantle, we'll have the ability to fly, provided certain conditions are met. To fly in a given region, you must first find and tune to all the local aphid currents. Note, back when the expansions first come out, there's a lot more of them. This is to try and prevent people from immediately being able to just fly from A to B a lot more easily. Which is a little annoying, but well, at least it doesn't cost me a bajillion gold per expansion, Blizzard. In order to tune to some aphid currents, we'll need to complete certain quests. Damn it! However, most can be discovered via exploration. To aid you in this endeavour, you've also attained an aphid compass, which will provide you with both the bearing and the distance to the nearest aphid current upon use. Aphid compass can be found under collection in the duty section of the main menu. To review your progress, select travel for the main menu, followed by aphid currents. So that's good to note. And our next quest is immediately in front of us with that. So, yeah, collection. It's under duty. This is the aphid compass. We are going to assign it to this button here. This is so that I can easily access said menu. Meanwhile, travel and aphid currents. Right now, there's no information to display because we need to go back into said areas. For now, though, we need to talk to Horshafont to get disclosure. Lord Horshafont thinks you could do with a well-deserved rest. Black Chocobo is all well and good, but the true reward for your efforts is the exoneration of your comrades. They shall be released upon the completion of certain minor formalities, which I mean to see to personally. In the meantime, pray return to Four Temps Manor. The Count has done so already, and will doubtless be eager to discuss the day's events. Right, well, yeah, that's a thing we can do. So we've got some things to do that are through teleportation. Namely, first things first is, of course, both Falcon's Nest and the Sea of Clouds. Might as well head back to there and see what aphid currents we are needing. And then I'll cheekily just go online and look to see exactly what I need. Because, let's just say that this would be annoying if I didn't. Specifically, we are in Corvus Western Highlands. There are 4 currently. I don't know if I can get to them all as of yet. But that's neither here nor there. Inventory and Black Chocobo Whistle. But if we now go to our travel and aphid currents bits, there's still no information to display. Huh. I guess we need to find one then? Hold on, let's see. There's approximately 177 yards northwest. Which is true. There's a map showing locations online. Hooray! That makes life a little bit easier. Which is always good to have. So there's one that's literally just right outside. There's one that looks to be nearer to a different location. One that we might be able to get to because it's just beyond the Black Bridge. And then one that looks to be maybe not till later. There's also a bunch of quests. Some of which may end... So yeah, this is an aphid current. Wow. I'm jumping the gun a little bit because apparently the first quest we can get our hands on in the Western Highlands. We've done that, so now we can actually see for sure that there are 4 to find via exploration and 5 quests. The quests in question for the Heavenwards stuff, in terms of the Western Highlands, there's 4 ones that we'll just find. The first one actually we get once we complete the main story quest we are currently on, Disclosure. We'll be able to go and get our hands on of Bridge Over Frozen Water. Then the other ones require doing other ones of the main story quest. While meanwhile the coordinate ones are just, yeah, they exist. There is a site note formerly located on top of a house. Huh. The exploration ones are just quite simple really. If you can get to said area, then congratulations, you'll be able to get to them. Some areas might require getting further through the main story in order to do so, because it then states the, some other stuff first and foremost. For the Sea of Clouds, we do get access to a quest. That's neat. From after doing Disclosure. Then a bunch of other ones require us doing other ones. Then there's a Heavenwards main scenario quest one, that's the same in quite a few of these. And then all of them requires us to have done a main story quest first to be even able to get to them within the Sea of Clouds, as they are all in a specific part of the map we currently cannot access. Hooray! Currently can't access shit. Woo! So yeah, we actively can't even start getting Aether Currents. So, other than any that we can start getting at this point, obviously. So mainly quests, but those quests don't exist until we do some of the main story quests. So for now, Mordona! We're back in Mordona. Are we at a point where there's still a crystal? No, it's just a blast blade. If we talk to the blast blade here, I've made mention of it. This is the dialogue. You! Easy now, friend. I'll not raise the alarm. I'm not fool enough to believe the rumours. That said, I cannot well let you pass. Orders are orders. Basically saying, yeah, no, we can't access there, but for the purposes of, say, if you happen to have, say, not unlocked all the hard modes or something of the Realm Reborn dungeons, then you can still go here and do that. They don't actually kick you out of the places as a whole. Otherwise, there'd be a lot of stuff you wouldn't be able to do, because quite a few of the class quests start in the sea. It's like the Oldar stuff at the very least. You'd be thinking like, okay, maybe it like starts outside of Oldar itself, just so that it's not like, hang on a second, it's the Royal Light. Hound them. So, hey, it means that we're able to just fly on over to the Imperial place. Huh, it's not exactly the most smart decision ever, but yeah, well. Oh, hostile presence. Oh, it's a cohort vanguard. Oh, they're level 52. They've appeared to have gotten a little bit stronger since last time we were here. Oh, like as if this is a MMO or something. Well, it's just a vanguard. They're not too hard to beat up. Just stay out there AoE. Oh, on our black chocobo. Yeah! Look at it in all its fabulous glory. And now we don't look at it. Slight issue to all of this is, of course, there's just the juggler not dealing with the fact that I get attacked. So there's more than one mob. So all crossbow might be actually quite useful for situations like that then. Right, okay. Just one more. See, this just looks stupid. How are we flying on this, you know? Oh well. And that one dealt with. This one. Me, hopefully. And then we'll set this crate, then we'll probably be heading back to Ishgard. I don't think we'd be sticking on Mordona much longer. Yep, head back to Foundation. So yeah, I jumped the gun a little bit, but well, when it comes to the Aether Currents, at the end of the day, there's only so much we can do. With Joy gone from the workshop, I have no one else to whom I can entrust such duties. This no simple task, I know, but I must have those components. Well, here you go. Here's the components. Splendid! These parts will do much to speed the construction of my invention. Now, if only Joy will return to us. Despite Celestic's most earnest efforts, However, it would appear that his contacts in the broom have elected to spun his inquiries. I sense an unseen hand and a sizable purse behind this sudden rash of wetnants. Mayhap if you were to ask after the old hunter's disappearance instead, then the broom's inhabitants would be more forthcoming. Mayhaps that would be the case. Well, let's go over to the broom and see. Because clearly something's up. Maybe we're all just overthinking it, and it's like, stop badgering people. Who? You mean the one whose daughter caught herself a husband in Falcon's Nest? He's probably there with her, ain't he? Oh, well. I don't feel like I need to question the other ones. It sounds like he's in Falcon's Nest, which means I jumped the gun in 2 quests. Well, in 2 ways, not 2 quests, but still. Oh, aye, the quickie old hunter. He got himself paying work and saw they'll go get married on the same day. Husband said to be the brother of some famous carpenter. They don't even need a job to get by. Ooh. Well, end of it all, it's still we need to investigate and make sure that this is all above board and whatnot, so. And here's a befuddled commoner. Apparently me asking this stuff is actually not so bad. Aye, that old hunter fella? I feel he'll have to stop a new job someplace else. He was always cursing how his old wounds kept him from practicing his trade, but I suppose he found himself something new. Okay, so it's clear as to where they are then. Like, the first comment we talked to actually just said, oh, I feel like they'd be in Falcon's Nest. Almost like as if now that we have opened up areas, the game can give them for the class quests. I actually question how you do some of the class quests without flying. Although, to be fair, if any of them requires going to an area where flying is just mandatory, then fair enough, you know. Oh, that's Ursus. I didn't mean to talk to you. I want to talk to this development. Were you able to bring any information from the boom? Yeah, Falcon's Nest, mayhaps. A new job for him and a new husband for his daughter in Falcon's Nest. Been taking on a good number of labourers and such to help with the town's restoration. Even a half-gobled old hunter might find some kind of work for himself there. Yes, my perspective may have points on earring to the west. We shall head to Falcon's Nest and seek out joining her father. Well, to Falcon's Nest. How lovely of us to be going back here. I actually part of me do want to check see if I can get all of the Aether currents themselves. Because then that just means I would just have to do the quest. But we'll figure that out once we've done this. Let's have a survey. I'm going to look in this direction, and Sergio's will look in my direction, and it's kind of stupid. But regardless, we're surveying. And cutscene! Sensibleness of a game cutscene at this point. I need a new Calvana. I have. Any sign of her? I'm not seeing anything. Oh, wait, there she is. His lordship! What's he doing here? Joy, please, I ask that you listen a moment. Will your husband not consider working for me in the manufactory? I can't do that, me lordship. I can't be a machinist no more. It's best for everyone if I leave that life behind. What do you mean best for everyone? So that's why it's best for you? All I want for me is a simple life. One that doesn't cause problems for those who've shown me such kindness. I'm glad we could talk this one last time, me lordship. But I'll be praying that you and your machinists get the recognition you deserve. Well, hopefully we do get our recognition. Well, have fun with the married life and probably having to do things like birthing children or something. I always thought Joy was happiest when she had the stock of her flintlock in hand. Will she now sacrifice that happiness for the satisfaction of others? Ah, marriage, where the woman has to automatically be unhappy. That is wrong, that doesn't have to be the case. Sometimes the men are unhappy as well, and then that's just battle of fun for everyone involved. Or is it that she never truly wished to be a machinist, and merely suffered the training at my insistence? By arming the commoners, it was my intention to place them on equal footing with the nobles who seek to rule them, but caught in the thrones of self-righteous ambition, mayhap I have treated them no better. It's truly a ponderance. Seems his lordship is having himself a crisis of faith. Might be as you could lend him a sympathetic earway. I'll join you back at the workshop in a bit. Something I want to look into first. Alright, Surfstocks, have fun with whatever it is you're doing. And we'll, head back to Ishgard in a moment. I'm gonna go exploring. I.e., I want to see how far I can go. Actually, wait. I think the mobs passed the... Actually no, because we went past the bridge last time in one of the trials. So if I do this, it'll be like, oh yeah, just 1,019 yards to the northwest. Without the internet, which is questionable, seeing as you'll most likely have the internet. Of the spite part. Classic square. Anyway. It means that, yes, there is a long distance to get to one of them. Wait. Looking at a map of the Corvus Western Highlands, there is one beyond the bridge, and then another one that's even further away, and another one that's even further away than that. So, we'll see if we can get that done. If we can. Huh. I was about to say, am I really off level to not be getting hounded by them? Huh. Nope, I am getting hounded by them. Apparently I was just taking the most optimal line possible for the longest time. It be the bridge, the Black Iron Bridge. And we'd be slowly walking away from it. Oh, pardon me. And there's some person teleporting away. 517 yards to the north, whatever yards mean. Now we've moved a little bit further, 468, so like, is that a yarn? Is that a yarn? That is a yarn, so like every step's a yarn, so roughly about another 400 steps to the north. It's good to know. Wish we could be a little bit quicker in the matter, but well, you're gonna complain too, Honestly, mount speed is tied to whether you've done certain quests or not. Apparently we didn't actually discover some of our locale. That makes sense, after all, we only went so far around here. So then it's 246, so yeah, we're heading in the right direction. If suddenly it says a different direction, it means you've gone not necessarily too far. Someone was riding a dragon. And there it is. Apparently it used to be up there on that roof. So at least I think that's the one. Might have been one of the other two. But the point being is, Aether Current! Huzzah! And now the other two are going to be situated more in this. Yeah, one's just directly west for a while, the other is more southwest-ish. We'll see if there's not like a too steep of a drop, because otherwise I'm going to be... Nope, there isn't very much of a drop because it's back down towards the river. Yeah, 739 bombs. Yums. Obviously, if we end up in said areas anyway at some point, then that's just on me for doing this. This is just me trying to see if I can. I know for a fact you can't see of clouds. They make it so that it's like no, you can't. We're getting attacked, but well. We can also just look at the coordinates and it'd be like, well, yeah, I have to lower the X value by a bunch. For both of them actually. Yeah, southwest for one of them. One of them will be... can't do that. Will be just over this way. Try not to get aggro on a polar bear. That would probably be for my benefit. So yeah, one to the west now it says. I appear to have aggroed one of those mobs. And then there's a person with a blunt there. These fates is like the spiked butt, the blunt. Normally they might need to do some work together to see if they can maybe blunt the arse a little. Wait, there's this Aether Current. And then that means the last one we probably should be able to get to. Then it's just doing the quests when they crop up. Yeah, to the northwest. I don't know if it will ever be like, no, well there are, you can't reach. or something, but you know. There were 8 occurrences for all the various different areas in Heavenwards, Stormblood, Shadowbringers, Endwalker, and Dawn Trail. Obviously, any areas where flying is just not allowed. Northwest, so we'll just have to head through this area. I'm not sure if I've stuck on the most optimal route here, but yep, 231 to the north because we're actually not too far from the border of this area. So it's a shame that there are accounts that are tied to specifically quests, because otherwise if it was just simply exploration, we'd be actually almost done. 123 yards. So it might be up. Yeah, it's up. Okay. There's a nice commander there that might prove to actually get aggro. It didn't! Hooray! Let's get back to Foundation. As we have to actually do the main story, so. How much of it will I end up having to do? I have no clue on the matter, but it is how it is. We'll get around to it when we get around to it. So then, now that we're back here, let's hand in the Machinist level 52 quest. I'm trying to figure out where I want to put a crossbow, but I think what my logic is actually going to be more, I'm going to move Rook Overdrive there, and then all crossbow can just simply be hold that button and press X. If I need to use it over the over Heat Blast, which I highly doubt there's going to be much usage for it, and I might just be like, nah, don't bother. I've run my prospectometer through all possible permutations, but the result is always the same. We focus on preparations for the Allied operation. So we just give up on bringing joy back? Should we fail House Delzamel, then the reputation we built at the tourney will crumble into dust. We would have to begin anew. Again, brick by painful brick. A moment, P-Lord. I lingered behind in Falcon's Nest to see if I could find Joy's father, but he was nowhere to be found. I got a feeling something ain't right here. If Joy herself has no wish to be a machinist, then what more can I do? It is not my place to meddle in her affairs. Oh, I see how it is. I thought you different from the mother nobles, but you're all the same. Only interested in helping commoners as long as they're doing your bidding. Well, I have enough of taking orders. This time I went my own way. Ah, crap, we lost another one. My grand plans for the future of Mackin Street. Have they all been in vain? As for you to judge. Do not underestimate your own contributions. Speaking of which, I had promised to use those components you bought me to build a new weapon. If naught else, we have suddenly made advances in the field of Mackin Street. Such a tangible measure of progress cannot be ignored. Yes, my prospectometer was so overloaded with peripheral problems I failed to see the practical evidence of our success. The path is steep and our steps are small, but that does not mean the destination is beyond us. I will ask much of you in the coming days, Chris. I shall see that you are the most well-equipped machinist in the short history of Mackin Street. But I'm the strongest already, practically, so... The Soulstone kind of is just a gameplay-oriented aspect. Our next one will be at level 54, a Joyful Reunion! I wonder if Joy comes back. Which is when we'll get Heated Split Shot, which will just mean it's a boosted version than what we had before. Daytime in Ishgard. It's nice to see a clear blue sky, even in video game form. Actually, I should probably outside check. It's bright. Oh, actually, no, it's quite cloudy, actually. A bit on the brighter side than I like, but you know. It is what it is, though, for me, sadly. Actually, that's actually one thing I'm thinking of is there something in the system config to do with... graphics. These are all like amusement physics. Now that's colour filming for colourblind purposes. Okay, well, I ain't colourblind, so. Because it could be too much Final Fantasy, could be too much for my eyes still. Well, come, Master Fur. Shall I show you inside the manor? No, I don't want to go in there. That place is terrible. I'd rather be with House Desimel. House Four Temps, I am here once again to talk to you about various stuff. Hello smiles on us yet again, Master Fur, guiding you to victory and setting your combats free. I confess, I did fear for your safety, which is not to say I doubted your prowess, you understand. I merely knew the strength of your opponents. You do have a habit of exceeding my expectations. Besting 2 of the Heaven's Ward while the city's elite looked on. By the Fury! Anyone who hasn't been paying attention to you will surely do from now on. That's not necessarily a good thing. We were kind of here to lay low a little, but well. My lord! Oh, the steward is here. What news do you have this time? We've just received a message from the Fault. His Eminence the Archbishop requests the presence of Master Fur. An invitation from the Archbishop? What an honour. A personal summons is indeed a great honour. Given recent events, you would be wise not to delay. Go, Master Fur. We shall speak anon. A priest will be waiting for you outside the Fault. Identify yourself to him and he'll escort you inside. Oh, pardon me. Still, something just irks at me every time we look in this direction. No, these perminations are certainly not helping matters. Anyway, Ishgardian Priest, I am here to see the Pope. Oh, sure, that's right. You've been invited, then fair enough. Why do people keep making big doors? You're not going to be having 20-foot giants enter now, are you? There's nothing for the dragons. I'm away. And some other people. I've taken my hat off.
It is my honor to present to you the Warrior of Light.
Yes, indeed. I have heard the tales of your many grand endeavors. The Lord Commander has also been most effusive in his praise.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I am Thorin the Seventh, Archbishop of the Ishgardian Orthodox Church, and I bade you come here that I might offer my personal apologies.
Okay, sure.
You will forgive me for not calling upon you as courtesy would dictate. But, as you can see, my more sprightly days are long behind me.
Archbishops, popes, whatever. They tend to end up being quite old.
Your companions were wrongly accused of heresy and subjected to gross indignities. This, I am sorry to say, was the result of negligence on the part of our nation's protectors. Negligence born of an excess of zeal. Is that not so, Sir Zephyrin?
Yes, Your Eminence. Regrettably, it would appear that we of the Heavens Ward were in receipt of erroneous information.
You were acting on information that you thought was verified 100% then? Fair enough.
Sir Grino has ever been headstrong. He pressed charges before the truth had been ascertained, for which I most sincerely apologize.
I feel like these apologies should be more towards Tara and Alvino. They were the ones that were being charged with this, but no, okay.
An unfortunate misunderstanding born of an earnest desire to serve Ishgard.
Fair enough, you guys are a very pious sort.
For who could doubt the character of those who bested Shiva and drove the Horde from the
I've actually done quite a lot for these guys, actually, thinking it through.
Not I. That much is certain. That will be all, Sir Zephyrin. I would speak with our guest in private.
Your Eminence,
His word is final.
Eminence. That will be all for today.
We'll talk more later, Imric. Hopefully. So, alone with the Pope, what could possibly go wrong?
Privacy is a luxury rarely afforded one in my position.
Usually for logical reasons.
Now, tell me, young man, what do you know of the Assassins?
They possessed one of my friends. We managed to steal one away and then hopefully killed. I doubt Lahabrea's fully gone, but well, unless I see him again, I'm not going to be certain on that one. And
much and more, I shouldn't wonder. Being the bringer of light. You should know that I myself have met with them, have entertained them as guests.
I mean, fair enough. If they are trying to do things, it's sometimes negotiation is unnecessary.
Those harbingers of chaos and strife offered us power, that we might continue our war against the dragons. I have no intention of aiding their cause, of course.
But we still like fighting them dragons.
Being their puppet. Yet, were I to refuse them outright, I should learn naught of their true objectives and remain powerless to stop them. Thus have I hearkened to their words with interest and paid lip service to their beliefs, biding my time and preparing for the inevitable conflict. And why do I tell you this? Because there is naught in this world they fear more than the power of the warrior of light.
To be fair, we only actually fully defeated one because of god powers, and secondly because of someone else being an idiot and sacrificing themselves. So, yeah.
If we are to rid ourselves of these vile interlopers, we must needs work together. With our combined strength, I have faith that we can wrest Eorzea from their grasp and pave the way for a lasting peace.
Hopefully.
Think on it.
There's nothing more that we can do on this matter, obviously, at this present moment, but hey, you know, if we happen to find a way to purge the Ascians out once and for all, then that would be great news for everyone involved. Hooray! Because obviously, at the end of the day, anything and everything that would help forward the Ascians' goals will be paramount. At the end of the day, they probably had at least someone in Garlemald for various amounts of time, just because, you know, this empire is actually conquering everything. That's a good idea. Or at least to help them get pushed along in the direction of being able to conquer everything and all that, and other things that may or may not actually become relevant at a later time. Into the manual we go, once again. A very simple quest this was. Alvanor is now who we talk to. Hooray! No, pardon me.
There you are. I confess, I was more than a little concerned when I learned that you had been summoned to the vault. What did they want with you?
I had a chat with the Pope.
Well, well. A formal apology and an admonishment of those responsible. I see my fears were wholly misplaced. By the gods! The Archbishop freely admits to consorting with Ascians. So, their ambitions extend to Ishgard as well. We will have new primals to contend with ere long, of that you may be certain. 'Tis but a matter of
Bismarck,
time.
for example.
Yet shorn of the support of our missing allies, what can we realistically hope to achieve?
Well, you're light here. Hello, I'm the one that has to kill them anyway.
In the midst of all the excitement, I completely forgot to tell you.
Oh, what do you have to tell us, Tataru, and it better be relevant?
When I was asking around about the Scions, I heard the most awful rumour.
Oh, great. Which one's gay? And if you say anyone other than Thancred, I'm going to laugh.
General Rauban is to be executed for crimes against the Sultanate.
He did kill a guy, although Telegy deserved it rather amusingly, but he did kill a guy.
If the Flame General dies, we will lose a staunch ally, and the one man capable of holding the Sultana's assassins to account.
I don't think you were entirely paying attention to what was going on, Alphino. Oh wait, no, you weren't in the room at the time. He was kind of gone berserk at that point.
Lord Orchiffon was wise to counsel restraint, but this business will brook no delay.
Alright, let's go into the enemy land and deal with it.
We cannot permit this execution to take place. We must save Rauban.
We're here to not be in land where we'll get attacked, but no, wait, whatever. Lucky number 7. Yay. Flame General Affairs. That's not the Flame General, that's the Limzerbun. Though the situation calls for urgency, it would avail us little to charge headlong into Ul'dah without a plan. Before we can formulate a plan, however, we must first learn how things stand in the Sultanate, which is why I propose that we visit Limza Laminza. Aye, you heard me right. While you were about your altruistic endeavours, I acted as an intermediary in trade negotiations between House 4 Temps and a Liminzian consortium. During said negotiations, an opportunity to send word to the Admiral presented itself, and I duly seized it. I'm ready to report that we yet have a stout ally in Limza. The Admiral has pledged a full cooperation in any effort to rescue Rauban. Oh, well, that's convenient. Accordingly, I've agreed to meet with her, and that we might discuss how best to proceed. Naturally, I told her to expect us both. Your presence never fails to embolden our allies, after all. I just have a charm about me, clearly. When you arrive in Limza, make yourself known to Sergeant Sanverville at the Bell Column lower decks. He'll admit you to the bridge. Alright, so your standard sort of thing when you go to Limza during the badge content. Fair enough, right, okay. Limza time! Ooh, pardon me. Bum 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 bum. We're now in Limza. We're not being hounded. Don't think all that shit happened in Ul'dah, so yeah. I'm gonna keep pointing out like they make this whole big case of like, oh my god, we gotta flee, and it's like, actually no, we don't. We probably could have hid here in Limza actually, and it'd be like, yeah. Ah well.
Friends, it's good to see you safe and well. I will admit I had not counted on you seeking, let alone finding refuge within the Holy See, but full glad was I to learn that you had.
Thankfully, we had allies there who took us under their wing. And theirs was not the only aid we receive, I suspect. When we fled Ul'dah, we fully expected to become wanted men, known to all and hounded at every turn. Yet that did not come to pass.
And now for an explanation as to why we're not
It seems
hounded.
the charges against us have not been made public.
Sharp as ever, Master Alphino. On Marshal Terrapin's urging, the Elder Seed Seer and I demanded that the Syndicate suppress news of the Scion's alleged crimes until such time as irrefutable evidence could be found. Our argument was simple. Lacking proof, to accuse the saviors of the realm of so unlikely a crime would have the people up in arms.
They would rather not have
In
another
their
riot on
wisdom,
their hands.
the Syndicate agreed, as you yourself have seen. There is something you should know. Some few days prior to the banquet, the Elder Seed Seer and I were summoned for a private audience.
I believe in one of the crests during a bunch of the patch content, we did get a sighting of this said thing occurring in cutscene form.
There, she revealed her intent to announce her
I
abdication.
don't remember entirely.
That she might pave the way for the establishment of an Ul'dah Republic.
Oh, valor good that's appearing to do.
What? But such an announcement would have plunged the entire nation into chaos.
She was well aware of that. 'Twas for fear of what might ensue that she summoned us. Her Grace wanted the Elder Seed Seer and I to lend Rauban a helping hand, you see? To aid him in preserving the peace during the transition.
So, having somehow caught wind of her plan, Lolorito and Teleji plotted the Sultana's assassination in the hope of maintaining the constitutional status quo. But they must have known that her death would sow as much chaos as her abdication. chaos from which Teleji alone might feasibly stand to profit.
Yeah.
Surely
And
Laura
Teleji died for his sins.
knowingly- Ah, could it be? I dare
Just
not
the
hope.
hamster wheel turning on its own accordance.
The Uldan authorities have yet to announce the Sultana's passing. To allay any suspicion that may arise from Her Grace's absence, they have issued a statement to the effect that she is presently convalescing from illness.
Fair enough.
Mayhap they're waiting
As
for
their
a
logic.
fitting moment to break the news. Or mayhap they know of some other reason to delay.
Ooh, who knows?
Something else has been bothering me, Admiral. I was dismayed to learn that General Raoban is to be executed. Yet upon hearing the news, I could not help but wonder why he had been kept alive for so long.
Yeah, you'd think Hilbert would have just killed him on the
Pray
spot, to
mistake
be
not my
honest.
meaning. I am, of course, overjoyed that our friend still draws breath, and that he might yet be saved. But if his enemies truly wished to eliminate him, they could have done so immediately.
Aye, you've struck upon an important point, Master Alphino. Following his capture, Raoban had been held in the Marasaja pit within Uldar. In recent days, however, he has reportedly been moved to an unknown location. Queerly, 'twas not the brass blades who spirited him away either, but a band of soldiers decked in blue.
Ah, the Crystal Braves.
The Crystal Braves.
No, Alf, no, you're the one that
If
formed
I
them.
read the winds aright, the arrangement between Lord Lolorito and the Braves has come under strain.
Oh.
At any rate, if we're to rescue Raoban, we'll have to find him first. And you'll be glad to hear that I have already entrusted the task to those best able to see it done. Our friends of Doma.
That's good. Nice to see that the Domans are doing their job. And all that. Wellman's survival is vital to the Eurasian Alliance. We can ill afford to lose him. But we cannot send troops into Uldar to dispel the end of the Alliance. And war, like as not, if there is to be a rescue, it falls to you and yours to attempt it. I would not have any other way, Admiral. It was I who founded the Crystal Braves, and I who must take responsibility for their actions. Oh, pardon me. Spoken like a true leader, Master Alphino. By way of a first step, you should seek out our Doman contact. You'll find her among the frontier hands at Reverend's Tolls, working in the kitchen. Pardon me. Well, it means off to Reverend's Toll then. Back to Mordona. So we're at this part of Heaven's Ward where it's like, oh yeah, no, this is just proof that you aren't under any threat whatsoever. You could just come back here and just pretend that nothing happened. Nothing ever happened. At the same time, you can still find a Crystal Brave. Talking to them is be like, you have some nerve showing your face here. True waiter, I ought to haul you in for your crimes, and I would. Except you're doubtless pervert, and I have been ordered not to bring conflict into town. And then, so yeah. So they're just like, well, yes, we probably should deal with you. Never mind. Right, so it's set up, but then does that mean there's a door here? There is. Aha! Ah, Higiri. Master Chris, I knew in my heart you were safe. But see you again in flesh. Words cannot well express my relief. Even as the victory feast was taking place, the Crystal Braves turned upon us and took the Rising Stones by force. Amid the chaos, some few of my compatriots and I were able to slip away unnoticed. Since then, we remained in Reverend's Toll, keeping watch over the mutineers while awaiting your return. You have done well by us, and we Dormans do not soon forget our debts. We swear to do all within our power to aid you. Louise! In search of Walben. Shortly after you arrived, I received word from Lindsay that you were searching for Walben. As the Admiral may well have informed you, he was recently moved from his cell in the Maharaja pit. At the same junction, you were Hussey and the 3rd unit were observed leaving the Rising Stones. This can be no simple coincidence. Their purpose, we believe, is to escort the Flame General to the scene of his execution. Suffice it to say, we have people shadowing the 3rd. If you join the hunt, pray seek out Doba at Highbridge, where I too am bound. Alright, Highbridge, that means Camp Drybo. We haven't been there in a while. Ugh. If we try using the F first here, it will just be like, no, there's no nearby ones. So that's a neat thing to just point out. Go where? I am here to seek info. I've been expecting you. Time is of the essence, so I shall be direct. You, Hussey, and this man are bound for Halatali. Then why are we here in Highwich? Let's fucking get going. We believe that this is where they intend to carry out the execution. Hosen is presently keeping watch over the entrance. Let's make haste and join him. Yep, that... Right, down to Halatali! Oh, I see how it's moving. There's fans on the inside. That's neat. I just still think that this looks silly. No matter what race you are, it's just like... Right. Well, there is. Hosen. You've come at a good time, my friends. But moments ago, the traitor Ilbert arrived and entered Halatali. From this, we may be certain that General Walburn is being held within. Which means, of course, naturally, keeping the flame alive, which gets us a wing of various degrees. There is no time to lose. General Alden may be executed at any moment. We must enter Halatali and free him from his captors. Please see to your preparations and tell me when you're ready to proceed. One of our own will accompany you inside. Alright, well, let's go on a single-player version of Halatali that we'll be heading into, so you don't have to go do the dungeon. Because, I mean, that would put you down to level 20 for a bit. Be kind of a nuisance, but hey, you know. Hey, Gary. Nice to see you again.
Pray, forgive me my lateness.
No, you're perfectly on time.
Lady Ugiri!
Master Alphino, I am pleased to see that the light of resolve shines in your eyes once more.
Yee.
Ah, yes. How pathetic I must have seemed to you when we last met. I am ashamed to record it. For a time, I was well and truly lost. But with the aid of my comrades,
I love all the
I have
off-screen
since
stuff
refound
that
my
had.
purpose, and I shall take care not to misplace it again.
Since your escape from Ulda, my fellow shinobi and I have shadowed the Crystal Braves every step, in hopes of learning the Scion's whereabouts.
Assuming they didn't all die in the tunnels or in the middle of Ulda or anything like that.
Regrettably, our investigation has yet to yield any useful information. Pray, forgive us.
You need not apologize, my lady. We are grateful for all that you have done on our behalf. Besides, Ralbarn is no less a friend, and we cannot well abandon him to his fate.
Hozan, the three of us shall attend to the Flame General's rescue. Pray, draw away the guards by the entrance. Take Doware and Higiri with you.
That's the way. I'm saying things wrong, but in this case I feel like it's sensible. That I'm getting them. Off-screen beatings!
With me!
And so we're now here in Halatali. Now soul from the Colosseum to be seen. This bodes ill. Take the lead, Chris. I shall follow close upon you. That you guys will. I'll get my gun out. Now kindly can you two take the aggro?
Away with you!
Why doesn't Alphino just summon like a tanky carbuncle? This is still when that would be a thing. Oh god, I'm dying to this. Oh, right, good. Okay, Alphino can heal still. That's good. Well, we did it. We beat them up. You can even see that this isn't actually what it puts you in isn't actually Halatali. It's Halatali hard that it puts you in terms of location. So the layout might be slightly different than what you might know if you only ever did the original. Oh, that's a Condra? Oh, I should probably have been doing that one then. That makes sense to have good time.
Leave this to me.
Right, now that. Oh. It's Walburn, we found him! The General! Where are his captors? I mislike the look of this. General! You came. No, we did. He is bound by some manner of Meditech device, and I dare not force it open. It may well be booby-trapped. I have heard of such devices. The crystal braves will possess the key. Let us split up and look for it. That will not be necessary. Pray do not take it personally, my friends. You are the victims of harsh economic conditions. Happily, you will not suffer for long. The poison will convey you swiftly unto the bosom of Val, while I hope to join you after the passing of many prosperous years. Finally, we had to shoot him in the head. Never mind, as the gate shuts. Farewell, friends. Oh, and do try to relax. They tell me that struggling only makes it worse. Confound it, the mist stifles my healing. There's no point forcing the gate if the poison's going to be in our way. I guess that stops us from going up there, but I was trying to see if there was a thing there for the poison. There might be stuff, but it's like... Ha! The way is clear. Raven's dying. We must stop it at the source. Ah, crap, I have to find the source. Could be this way, even. The Braves have the key. Nope. Okay, right. The source is back the way we came then. Okay. We need to get a move on. I faffed around a little bit. Oh, there's a door there and there's a blockage there, which means... Ah, there. Well, that's me trying to use that. It doesn't help us restore ricochet costs, so... In some ways, that takes care of the mist, which is good. Now for that key. Well, that door's open, so chances are this is the way we got to go. Ha! How did they survive the poison? Looks like we'll just have to finish the job. Ah, crap. Well, at least during this time it means that Baldwin gets healed by Yagiri while we're doing this. Which is good news, because we're probably going to want him to be healthy. Ugh. There's an identification key. Perfect. Right, let's get back there then. Hasi possibly has just disappeared full on and all that, so we'll just have to deal with him when we find him again. Now as for Ilbert, whoever the fuck he happens to be, and potentially Abcardless, but you know. Because I don't actually remember when he next shows, when he next shows up in voice, whether or not it's still Richard Abcard or not. Some voices just change like that, but it's for like roles that aren't that large. That just means it's like, yeah, whatever. I could be wrong. I could very well be wrong, and you know, that'd be fine actually, because yeah. Alright, we're back with the key. Let's get you out of this thing. Oh, we definitely need to change those bandages. My thanks. Slowly, General. You are yet weak from your ordeal. Nevertheless, we must quit this place. I should have known what a clever contrivances to the warrior light. Well done, hero. Hello, Ilbert. Ilbert. You mean to struggle on, then? Very well. If you would stand in my way, I will cut you down like all the rest. Come, Scions. Let's get this over with. Yes, let's. Talon assassins are here! Crystal Braves to arms! Oh, there's a conjurer. I'm gonna get that one killed immediately. I am no hero. Never was, never will be. My strength has left me. I'll rely on him then.
I have you now.
Oh, he's going for a single blow. Okay.
It is nothing.
Tear you limb from limb.
Yeah, I think it's going to be now at this point. Could be wrong. But, eh. Yeah, just say for Alamigo, why don't you? But executing Ralvin and declaring the Warrior Elite as evil is going to somehow make Alamigo free. Says dumb person. There we go. That should be the duty over and done with. God.
This changes nothing.
It is over, Ilbert. Lay down your arms and surrender yourself to justice.
Justice? Justice for what exactly? 'Twas not I who assassinated the Sultana, boy.
Ere we debate who is responsible for the assassination, I would ask whether an assassination took place at all.
Avno's been looking ahead on the quests.
Little shite. If you think you fight for justice, lad, you'd best wake up.
The truth is, you fight for whoever bloody well tells you to. Can you not see you're being used by the Scions, the city-states, even the Crystal Braves? They none of them care a whit what you want, only what you can do for them.
Yeah, well, I've proved myself useful, so yeah.
Because I'm the same. A pawn to be used as my masters see fit. All I ever wanted was to liberate my homeland. And I ate dirt to make it happen. But what have I achieved after all these years in servitude? Nothing. Not a bloody thing.
Can you only tell the difference in voice?
If we ourselves are not free, free to think and to act, how are we ever to reclaim our homeland? Know this. There is nothing I would not give to take back Alamigo. Nothing!
Well, we'll maybe see them again in the future. Because they've decided to just flee.
You'll not get away!
I think they actually are, Alphino.
No, Master Alphino. Now is not the time.
I mean, I could have shot him as he was fleeing and all that. You know, it's whatever, really. Anyway, yeah, Albin, before he kills over. I should probably switch back to White Mage for this then. Just heal him.
I'm but a cripple and a fool. But still you came for me. And when you're dead.
We are all of us fools of fate, General. But even fools have a part to play.
Indeed. On your feet, gladiator. This fight's not over.
Rest assured, I was not planning to die till I'd avenged the Sultana. Still, your words are welcome, lad. Know this, Ilberd. There is nothing I would not give to see you pay for what you've done. My wealth, my arm, my life. Nothing.
General, are you aware that Lord Lolorito has yet to announce the Sultana's death to the public?
What? No. No, I was not aware of that, nor of anything else outside my cell. 'Tis passing strange, though.
Well, he has some catching up to do then.
The bastard would make it known at the first opportunity, and set about tearing down the Sultanate.
As did we all. And it is indeed strange that he did not. Strange, or perhaps revealing. Now, I have no conclusive proof, nor do I wish to give you false hope. But I have reason to believe that Her Grace may yet live.
Although I should probably explain what he means.
What? But how can that be?
Forgive me, friends, but it is not safe here. Let us continue this conversation without...
Maybe we should, yeah, get out of this place. That would be the smartest thing to do. Don't worry, we are here. Having succeeded in our task. The general is safe. What news without? My lady, the guards have been subdued as per your command. We've since kept watch over this entrance. There have been no further activity. The noble and his minions have fled via some other egress. Scout the perimeter for signs of their passing. At once, my lady. General Alden, I presume, and the scions of the Seventh Dawn. We have every right to just immediately pull our weapons out. Who are you? Identify yourself. Pray do not be alarmed. My mistress is a friend, and I come bearing a message of goodwill. For your own safety, she bade me direct your steps to the Waking Sands. Know that Master Urion J awaits you there, along with others sympathetic to your cause. This is no ruse, I assure you, General Alden. If you will come with me, I have prepared a carriage. You may travel in comfort, safe from prying eyes. Gary nods, which means that we should probably at least trust to an extent. But pray return to the Waking Sands. We shall once we touch Alphino. I have spoken Yuri on J Fire Linkpel. He confirms the man's story. Robin is in safe hands. Let's make our way to the Vesper Bay. Yep, so pray return to the Waking Sands indeed at this point, and we still have 77 tickets. Haha! Wibble 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 wibble. You know what I've just realised is I probably could be having used a better weapon for a while now. I've just noticed this Crag Rapper cover that's probably better than what I've got equipped. Yeah, it's better than what I had equipped. So yeah, you know what, I probably could have had this equipped, which is a nice earthly looking gun for from Titan, back when we did that apparently. Well. This is on me, this is on me. I am bit of a dumbassery. Well, anywho. The Waking Sands. It's been a while since we've been in here, and obviously there's still the timeline destroying Urion J that will always be in the Waking Sands, because they realised they should have realised that, really.
My dearest friends. Praise be unto the 12 for delivering you from the clutches of treachery.
Nice to see you too, Urion J.
Father! Pippin, my son, and Master Papashan besides.
Forgive me, Father. I should have been at Her Grace's side.
Save your tears. The Sultana yet lives.
Thanks for the information, question mark person. It's one of the syndicate.
It was I who arranged this gathering.
What's your name again?
And judging by your perplexed expressions, it would seem introductions are in order. I am Dulala, head of the Order of Noldthor, and member of the Syndicate.
What you said about the Sultana, is it true? Is she alive?
Young man, I understand you were with the Sultana when she drank from the poisoned goblet and collapsed. Would I be correct in assuming that you did not personally verify Her Grace's vital signs?
I didn't have to. The Braves immediately went into the barged into the room.
When she's playing, you know the answer.
Calm yourself, General, and let me finish. The truth is not as you imagine it. You are all victims of a most ingenious ruse. A ruse conceived to eliminate the threat posed by Teleji Adeleji.
Which you handily killed, thanks Robin.
It is my belief that Teleji plotted the Sultana's assassination alone, but that Lolorito caught wind of his plot and exploited it to his own ends. He sought to manipulate you into eliminating Teleji for him, and you duly obliged. At one fell swoop, he removed his two foremost rivals, all the while remaining above suspicion.
God strike me down for a fool. But the Sultana, how can it be that she lives?
Because Square are bigger cowards than
She lives
Falcon.
because
Anyway.
Lolorito willed it. Her own lady-in-waiting is but one of his many little birds. By her sleight of hand, the poison was switched for a less deadly draught before it could reach her mistress's lips.
Good.
Some manner of sedative, perchance. Of a potency sufficient to induce a slumber like unto death.
That would make level of sense.
Were
I'm
to
no
guess,
alchemist though.
I would say Her Grace is being held somewhere, dreaming dreams of a brighter Uldar, even as we speak.
Oh, Nanamo. I will never forgive Lolorito for his part in this.
Did cost an arm and a silence.
Though
But more importantly, an arm.
Lolorito's hands are far from clean, they did pluck Her Grace from the jaws of death.
Yeah, they did.
That must count for something. And though one may call the man's methods into question, it cannot be denied that he knows the value of stability, to the very gill, like as not. He craves power, 'tis true, but he has no desire to depose the Sultana.
So all of that stuff at the end of One Reborn and even in the Heavenwards cinematic, that made it look like Lolorito would be a big villain, maybe a little less though. Oh well.
I had never taken sides in your feud with the monetarists, but it was not for want of concern for our nation's welfare. Indeed, 'twas out of the desire to see order restored that I furnished your Far Eastern
So there
friends
are
with
decent people in the
information
syndicate after all. Who
and
the fuck?
arranged this gathering. I hope you are ready to work, General, for there is much work to be done. Our first priority must be to bring matters back into balance. Lest you forget Her Grace's words, the true wealth of Uldar lies in the health, happiness, and hopes of her people. As for the more worldly kind of wealth, I am content to let Lolorito help himself to whatever Teleji Adeleji left behind.
Fair enough.
You, meanwhile, must do that which you alone can do. Rescue Her Grace and take your place at her side once more, for her sake and that of our nation.
Well, at least it means that things are definitely a lot less horrendous than they could have been. And it's nice to see the Viking Sands be a little bit more livelier than it's been in a long while. There are still NPCs here because of the purposes of other quests we hadn't done, including... Oh, Drop Dead Shiva! Wait, really? Drop Dead Shiva ends up here? Oh yeah, because that's when we're born. Ah, my bad. I was thinking, like, wait. I'm not counted on Pianist Duala herself appearing. In my defense, my suspicions regarding the Sultana proved more prescient. But much remains to be done, but in rescuing Ralbin, we have taken a vital first step towards resolving matters in Nada. We kind of don't without you, Chris. Thank you. Yes, and I'll happily take a wing of aiming that I'll happily have over a wing that's not so useful. Because honestly, I feel like this is a better wing. But the game will probably... No, the game's fine with that, actually. Sweet. Okay, cool. To siege or not to siege? He's distracted by calling his link spell. Damn it, you ain't distracted this time, I don't know. Calm down. God damn it. Tataru? Yes, General Alwyn is now in safe hands. What? Another assault? Very well, we shall return at once. Pray notify the Count of our coming. It would seem we face another crisis. The Javarians are preparing to assume their siege of the Holy See. Though I am loath to abandon the Sultana to her fate, we lack the necessary evidence to act upon Dulala's claims. That being the case, I suppose we leave Marshal Turpin and the others to investigate, and return with all haste to Ishgard. Right, anyway, now that Ralvin's safely not about to get executed, let's get back to Heavenwards real quick, to Ishgard and all that Heavenwards shenanigans. By heading to Foundation. Which puts us in the quest chain. We've got quite a bit of work to do, obviously. This is the level 51 affair, actually, is what we're at. The fact that I'm almost level 53. Ooh. This is what happens when you use side quests. Over to the last vigil. Oh, there are some new quests in the area. Mum's the word and an unwanted delivery. Huh. Nice to see more quests pop up. For now though, let's talk to Tataru. Ah, there you are. Sorry for getting your reunion with General Ralbin short. I wouldn't have bothered you, but the cities were washed with rumours of another Javarian attack. Lord Hortefon was desperate to get a hold of you. Speaking of him, he and the others are waiting for you inside, so you better head in. Ooh, right, okay, now we better head on in then. My friend, I thank you for answering our call with such alacrity. As I am sure you are now aware, the Javarians are once more gathering for war. Master Fur, Master Leveria, I must apologise for this abrupt summons. We thought it best to have Mistress Tataru contact you by most direct means available. When the observatorium's bells tolled, 'tis a warning that cannot be ignored. The Holy See has ordered that we make ready for battle. In case you haven't heard, a band of trappers returning from the west claim they saw a cloud of dragons big enough to dim the midday sky. Nihulk's minions gather once more for war. Such timing. But I would not have you to take up arms in another of our conflicts. When first you came to Ishgard, I offer you my protection. If I cannot ensure your safety here, I cannot well accept your aid, much less ask for it. Scions of the 7th Dawn, you are faced with a choice. To remain in a besieged Ishgard, or seek sanctuary elsewhere. I will not presume to influence your decision, but I must ask that you make it swiftly, lest our fair enemies force your hand. Well, it might be better for Tataru to get back to like Viking Sands or somewhere, but and how about with Yuri on J and all that, but yeah. Though we flee to the ends of the world, it would seem that no place in this troubled age is free of strife. Once more the horde descends upon Ishgard, and once more her weary defenders must take up spear and bow. And gun. The Count would have us seek shelter from the storm, but I for one grow tired of running. If we are to shine the light of dawn, we must do so in the sight of our fellow man, not hunkered in a hole. What say you, Chris? I would stay and fight. I love it because she's like, I don't want to be here. I'd rather be elsewhere. Then fight we shall. I don't know if we said that we abandon our allies in their hour of need. And we've now hit level 53. Lovely stuff. Alphino's way. It's his way. Or some other way. It's some song about highways. The choice we make this day may have grave implications of our order. It's only right that Tataru should have a say. Come, let us all meet outside and discuss the path that lies before us. I mean, we could discuss it here. They're all here. Then we could be like, yeah, we agree to help. Help in any way whatsoever. Please use us. We want to do things.
Ishgard cannot well endure another assault. Even should her knights succeed in turning back the Horde, the casualties will be catastrophic.
But what other choice do we have? It's not like we can talk it over with them. Dragons and men aren't exactly on speaking terms.
Did I not inform you guys about Midgard Storm?
With certain
I should probably not say that, thinking well in the middle of Liftart itself.
You don't mean Iceheart?
Mm-hmm.
When last you spoke with her, she lamented her crimes, did she not?
Somewhat.
Then there remains a sliver of hope. If we can persuade Iceheart to act as our intermediary, we may yet be able to convince.
I laugh at this notion of yours, Alphino.
If there is to be a meeting, I would accompany you.
Why, it's Estinian! Where's it him to show up?
Even with your intermediary, Nidhogg's blood rage may render him deaf to reason. However, the mere attempt may afford our forces precious time to prepare.
Which would be a good thing. So even if we fail...
You might also consider a more direct approach to ending this conflict. With the power of the Eye at my disposal, and the vaunted strength of the Warrior of Light, we could conceivably slay the beast outright.
Possibly. He's not one. That could be a thing
If we are to
that's...
risk a face-to-face meeting with the Dread Worm, I, for one, would feel safer in the company of the Azure Dragoon. However, I should only turn to your alarms if my words failed to find their mark. Is that clear?
Perfectly. I shall assume that Iceheart enjoys similar diplomatic protection until instructed otherwise.
If you all turn out to be massive arseholes and I have to kill each and every single one of you, I will do so with this gun and then presumably shoot myself in the process for having to shoot so many named NPCs.
A word of advice. Think carefully before divulging the particulars of this plan to Sir Emeric. It would not do to have the Lord Commander...
Oh, naturally, of course. I don't want to get him caught up in our affairs. That would be quite unfortunate, really.
Indeed. I thank you for your counsel, Estinian. We shall be honored to have you with us.
Indeed.
I am glad to be of service.
We have chosen a difficult road, yet even should we succeed in winning Iceheart to our cause, our plans for parley will swiftly come to naught should the Holy See decide to strike first against the Horde. We must petition the Lord Commander's aid we set forth. I only heard that Sir Emeric will be willing to muzzle Ishgard's forces on the strength of our vague assurances. Tataru, I'd ask that you remain at Fort Tempest Manor and inform the Count of our decision. Tell him that the Scions of the Seventh Dawn mean to do all in their power to ensure that Ishgard and her people survive. Yes, sir. Off we go. Right then. Stuff for that night we want to go to. When it comes to Aether Current quest-wise, it's like we've yet to do those quests. I don't think, yeah, because that stuff's later. So we'll be. We want to talk to Lord Commander. He has his own place where he sits in and all that.
I want the defenses of the Outer Ward rechecked. See to it that the ballistas are in good repair and supplied with enough ammunition for a prolonged siege.
At once, my lord.
Ah, 'twould seem I have visitors. And unlike those massing beyond our walls, these ones are welcome.
It's nice to be welcomed in your seat, my lord.
Pray forgive us for interrupting you in the midst of your preparations, Sir Emeric, but our suit concerns the impending assault. To speak plain, we believe there is a chance the invasion might be halted before it even begins.
Oh, that's exciting. That's excellent news. Well, how are you planning on doing this?
I can divulge a little more at this time, but I must nevertheless request that you advise the Holy See to refrain from launching any preemptive sorties whilst we seek to put our plans in motion.
I will gladly lend my support to any endeavor that could spare the blood of my countrymen, but I would know more of the cause you would have me champion. Will you not share aught of this mysterious undertaking?
Know that I have offered my lance to aid in this endeavor. I cannot claim that its success is assured, but our actions should serve to delay Nidhogg's advance at the very least.
Which is good.
Which is more than can be said for the ill-conceived counterattack advocated by the sea's more vocal crusaders. They offer glorious death, but little hope of victory.
Aye, their proposal does not inspire confidence. Our resources should rightly be spent shoring up the city's defenses. The Azure Dragoon and the Warrior of Light sallying forth together to face the dread worm Nidhogg.
It's like a legend in and of itself.
I must admit, the mere thought of it does much to dispel my misgivings. Go then, carry out your plan. I shall do what I can for you within the Holy See.
Alright then, we've got Unrix busing. That's great news. Outstanding news, in fact. Having secured Cyric support, we may proceed without fear of preemptive Ishalian attack, which is not to say we can afford to dither. History tells us that the Javarians will attack as soon as the horde reaches a critical size. Before that happens, we must need to track down and win over the Lady Iceheart, and then locate and parley with Nidhogg. In short, time is against us. If you are ready, Estinian, let us be about our task. And we get hit with a cutscene at this time. Inside an office where the Archbishop sits.
Such commotion.
Yes, Your Eminence. The bells of the Observatorium warn of our enemy's approach.
So, the dragons are coming. Let them come, in their hundreds and their thousands. With the divine blade in our hands, we shall rend their flesh and drown the heretics in their master's blood. Even Nidhogg and his foul brood shall be powerless to resist us. And when we have rid the world of their pestilence, we shall turn our attention to our Ascian allies. See that they are suitably rewarded for their invaluable assistance.
If I may, Your Eminence, the Paragons wield powers strange and unknowable. Can we be certain that they will not see through our deception?
The idea of going through the whole, haha, you see,
we can be certain of not save the righteousness of our cause.
Accepting the help.
If you would be a true leader of men, you must possess conviction as well as caution. We seek to excise the root of an evil that has blighted us for 1,000 years.
That's why they're still agreeing to do what the Ascians want. It's like, yeah, once we're done with that, the Warrior of Light can help us with dealing with them.
And what of Estinian and this Warrior of Light? They have plans of their own.
Leave them to their purpose. We must each play the role we have been given. You and your chosen brothers most of all.
For the glory of King Thordan.
Certainly something to be said. It's a ride up Alphino! Perfect for international summits, family get-togethers, pre or post-battle gatherings, or any other occasion where the recapitulation of past occurrences is absolutely positively necessary. Apparently someone decided, hey, let's make big tiny Alphanos, like he's not already short enough as it is. Before we set forth, we must need some from Tataro with our plans. I shall await you at St. Wynette's Forum. Tell your friend we may be some time. The road you have chosen is neither short nor easy. Of that I need no reminding. Come, Chris, let's head back to Four Temps Manor. That's somewhat of the heading back will do. There's a hard times way here. Looking to the future. Someone's homesick over there. Woo. Alright, I think this is a good stopping point for now. Next time we'll look for Ysayle / Iceheart / whatever the fuck we're calling her next week. Or whenever I stream again. And of course, maybe try and well, for charisma to try and stop the dragons from trying to kill everyone in the entirety of Ishgard. We'll see if we're successful, considering that we're currently at about level 51, 52-ish content, and I've kind of overloaded a little bit by accident. We'll see how that goes. Until next time, I'll see you all. Bye bye.